ein dickes Ding.
In the blue corner at 99 kilograms, wearing gold trim, with 14 fights, 10 wins, having lost 4, 8 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, Sirengo. And in the red corner, wearing black silver strum, with a professional record, 37, one draw, from Nigeria, the number one, the former WBA world champion, the challenger, ladies and gentlemen, kindly welcome, Akinwande.
And Henry Akinwande wishes he was 24 years of age. Of course, he's 34 years of age, not 24 as the graphics show, but he's one of those guys you can never really tell. He's never excelled to any great extent as far as I'm concerned, although he was a former European, Commonwealth and of course world champion. These days it seems to be easier than ever to become a champion, but let's not knock anyone who has. Kids, you can leave now. I think he's great, actually brings a bit of colour, both musically and in every other sense.
Letzter Zeit in den letzten 3,5 Jahren.
That's Sirengo.
Lange Arme, schwierig zu boxen, unangenehmer Typ.
Of course, nothing else but a very impressive early win will do here against Sirengo.
Wie gut ist Christopher Sirengo? Ja, eins ist sicher, die Dame ist absolute Klasse.
So the former Kenyan heavyweight title challenger Chris Sirengo facing Henry Akinwande for nothing really other than the great pleasure of being on Eurosport.
Tja, da lacht dann das Herz.
And there's his manager Jean-Christophe Courage, and hopefully that legal challenge that was mounted recently against Akinwande being installed as the managing contender for Lennox Lewis's undisputed title. Let's hope all that nonsense is an end now. If Akinwande deserved a title shot, I'm sure we'd all be behind him, but he simply doesn't.
Henry Akinwande ist eigentlich was
Hasn't got the mental
steht.
capacity to handle the situation as he proved.
Dieser Erwartungen entspricht.
So round one then, and I should think that Akinwande is more than capable of dealing with Sirengo, and early. The quickest loss so far on Sirengo's record was in 2 rounds.
Talent hat vielleicht mehr als realisiert
That
hat.
was in his second fight, by the way, having drawn his opener.
In seiner Karriere.
And there's no doubt whatsoever that physically Akinwande has the speed, the strength and the skill. But so much of boxing is psychological and not physical. And that's what let Akinwande down when it's really mattered. Although, to be honest, one major upset, as far as I was personally concerned, was that the man I tipped for the top was Jeremy Williams. Of course, Akinwande dealt with him in 3 rounds, which was a bit of a shame, I thought. I think the sport needed Williams to win that one, but he wasn't capable.
Was ihm passieren könnte, ist, dass über 10 Runden gehen muss. Das wäre eine üble Blamage für Henry Akinwande.
I'll be very, very surprised. Well, right to the start of the head then from Akinwande. Sirengo just stumbled slightly. And really, natural justice says that Sirengo will not get past the first round, but that was a bit of a slip from him. Nothing serious, but quite happy to stay down there, I'm sure.
Was hier der Gang der Dinge sein wird.
So could that be an ominous sign?
Jede Runde, die Sirengo übersteht, ohne ausgenockt zu werden, ist, wenn Sie so wollen, ein moralischer Sieg für ihn.
That everyone who steps into a boxing ring is a hero. It is not true. Oops, Daisy, that's a decent right to the body there. Decent shot to the body from Akinwande, and well, it looks like he's looking for a way out, Sirengo. He just slipped there quite awkwardly on the right leg. Oh yeah, he's bottled it as well. Well, any excuse will do, I suppose, Mr. Sirengo, just to get yourself out of there. Well, I will absolutely eat my words if there's anything serious happened to Chris Sirengo here, but I very much doubt it. There was nothing more, apparently, than just a harmless slip of the right foot off the ring, off the side of the ring. That's as far as I saw it. But of course, he can say what he likes here, but the end result is the same. He'll get himself out of the fight, out of danger. Well, the knee looks, not being medically qualified, of course, the knee looks fine to me.
Well,
the doctor here having a pull at that leg, and I suppose if there's anything seriously wrong with it, Sirengo will be howling by now. I don't reckon there's anything wrong with it at all. I just think he's found a way out, and he's going to take it. And he's going to milk it.
Dann schön wäre, wenn wir den Niederschlag noch mal sehen könnten.
Well, he'll get up now, be right as rain now that the fight's over. Well, Akinwande there, just a wry grin at Sirengo as he walked away. Come on, Christopher.
Das sind solche Paarungen, die den Boxsport einen schlechten Namen geben können.
Watch this again. There was a punch of sorts that landed. He was backing off. It was in fact, it was a good body shot, and he slipped. Now, did you see his knee hurt? No, I didn't either. And barely, the right foot, in fact, is barely outside the ring, and the knee's fine there. Goes to get up, realises he doesn't fancy it after all. Holds his shin, holds his shin, not the knee, holds the shin. Yeah, I was right first time. It's just unfortunate there wasn't 10 feet of water for him to dive properly. Do me a favour. As I say, not everyone who steps in the boxing ring's a hero. Watch this again from this angle. I'm still open to criticism here. Right, the right foot goes down. Absolutely nothing wrong with it at that point. The knee bends nicely. Not complaining at all about the knee. The shin probably scraped the side of the ring, but nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. And as I say, if I'm wrong, I apologise profusely, but I don't think I am. I know what I've seen. I'm sure you do too.